Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Good evening or good night to you. Welcome to Forever Porty. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Uh, this channel is new and I'm still kind of putting it together, conceptualizing it, but my goal is just to share my thoughts, share my opinions, share some things that I see that could be helpful to um, groups of people, including of which I am a part of, right? So, my background is I have a lot of experience in intercultural competency training and within the space of international education. And so there are many things I've always been passionate about learning about other cultures and interacting with people from all over the world. So there is a lot of curiosity and knowledge that I would like to share. And of course, I consider myself a lifelong learner. So I know that as much knowledge as I've acquired over the years that I've been in these spaces, that there is more that I have to learn as well. So thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. And I would love if you learn one thing in this video to consider subscribing the video, subscribing to the video, and also liking the video as well and sharing it as well. So in this video, I would like to talk about self-love. I think it's a very important topic, and once again, I am not, these are all my opinions. My background is I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a healthcare practitioner. I am someone that has worked in, none of these fields. So these are just these are my personal opinions. But self love, I think, is so important, is so needed. Um, when I was growing up, I had the understanding that I should love myself, but maybe I should love others more than I love myself. And I think there was a lot of incorrect messages or incomplete messages about self love that I received. And actually, if I can say, I don't think I received any message about self love. Well, technically, you cannot receive any message because communication is something that never stops. So I guess I wouldn't say I didn't receive any message, but I would say the messages that I received were that self love is something that should be at the bottom of the list, or self love comes after you have loved other people because it's better to give than to receive. And even if we think about that phrase, it's better to give than to receive. Um, is it better to give love than to receive love? Or are they both equally beautiful experiences? I can see at different, I'm a person where all the variables pop in my head when I just think of one thing, but definitely I can see at times a situation where maybe a parent is, like, well, financially things are tough and we don't have enough money for everyone. But as the parents, we will maybe forego our comfort, maybe even our food, so that our children can be happy. And in that case, I can see how it's better to give because if your children are happy, then you are happy, which is what I've heard. But kind of going back to it's better to give than to receive, that self love is one of those things that I don't think there needs to be a competition for the love of yourself and the love of others. I think that self love is not explained very well in many places that we go. And unfortunately, this has led to historically lack of self love leads to many challenges, or can lead to many challenges in a person's life who does not know how to practice self love. So it can lead to self neglect, self abandonment, having poor boundaries, not knowing how to speak up for yourself, not knowing how to ask for help, and many other issues. And so, as someone that has experienced some of these things in my life, I do think it's so important that as soon as we can start teaching the babies, the toddlers about self love, we will really see a change in our society, change in our schools, in our workplaces, in our communities, and in larger effect in our country as well. Self love is giving to yourself the love that you need, the love that you want, the love that you desire. That is my definition of self love. Self love is not a selfish thing. I just see the word love and selfish as two very different things. If someone says, "Oh, I need to do this for myself, I need to take care of myself," sorry if I'm being selfish. In my mind, you're not being selfish. You are showing yourself love. There should be no confusion between love and selfish. And if someone is being selfish, then it doesn't need to be a confusion like, "Oh, is this love?" No, it should be very clear. So, what I would like to encourage and inspire is learn how to love yourself. Learn what does it mean to love yourself. Some people are very keen to love other people, but if you think about it, you are other people also, right? You are other people. If you think about it, when other people think about you, you are other people to them. So if you say that you love other people, or if you say you love people, well, you are people too. So it is important for you to love yourself. And if you don't know how to love yourself, I suggest go online. There are so many resources where you can find how to love yourself, not just the theory of it, um, but also what are some practical things that you can do to show yourself love. And I really am very just amazed and very proud of the younger generation. I would say the Gen Z and the generations, even the generations before then, but the Gen Zs, I think they really kicked off. Some would say the millennials, and I think that's accurate as well, but they kicked off the self love, really stepping into self love and kind of being unapologetic about it. And if I think about that, it's very strange because I do feel like at one time people would apologize for loving themselves. And I think that there's a lot that goes into that and a lot as to where that is coming from. But I just think in certain cultures, self-love is an emotion that is not really tapped into because there is a fear. There's a fear that people will go overboard with self-love. There's a fear that people will become arrogant. But arrogance is not love. Arrogance is probably a form of fear or form of insecurity. So unfortunately, the people that have led societies and taught societies, and did not understand what love was, would not know how to teach other people what love what love is about. And I'm happy to see that many groups of people are learning about love, all groups of people, men, women, people from all walks of life. And I think this is so important. And I think the more that we love ourselves, we'll actually see an increase in wellness. We'll see an increase in reports of happiness, reports of satisfaction in life. And I also think we'll see physical benefits as well because Love is an energy that has a very high energy, very high vibration. And that vibration is felt throughout you, the person, and then even people around you. They can see, oh wow, this person really loves and cares for themselves. And I think that is why the holiday season is such a special time, because it is a time of people are looking to show love to others or show love to themselves. And it's just a really wonderful time. And people are trying to be joyful and cheerful and light. And it's just a very, very, very nice time. So, another aspect of self love that I would say is, as I said, figure out what self love is for you. If you look on somebody else and how they do self love, it may not match the same way that you do self love. Someone might say, oh, yeah, I wake up every morning and I have myself a cup of tea. That is self love. And if you are not a morning person, then having a cup of tea at 6 a.m. is not self love for you. It might be a bit torturous. So find out what it is for you. Ask yourself. I'm a firm believer that when you do ask yourself, what do you need? Self, what do you need? And I do believe that you'll be able to get an answer. So just continue to walk your path and learn about self love to what it actually is. And don't learn about self love from people who are afraid of people actually loving themselves, which does kind of make you wonder, why would somebody be afraid of someone loving themselves? It sounds like, people should want other people to love themselves, and people should not be afraid. So once again, if people are afraid, or if you talk to people and they're afraid, oh, you're gonna do this self-love thing, are you sure it's not gonna be overboard? That means that people do not understand what self-love means. But when you love yourself and you love your body, you show love to your body, you show care. It's a form of gratitude, really. It really is a form of gratitude to yourself. It's a form of gratitude to your body. It's a form of gratitude to your mind and your soul, to say, I value you and I deem you so important that I want to take care of you in this way. And sometimes it can be very easy for us to externalize, and we can very easily show love to other people. We can very easily show care and concern, compassion, affection. And when we need to give it to ourselves, it is a bit more of a challenge. But I really encourage you. I'm continuing to learn more about different ways to love myself. Another one of the ways that I learn is by speaking positively to myself, by being optimistic, by encouraging myself. But speaking positively and being optimistic are two great ways to show love to yourself. If you speak kindly to yourself, your body is listening. Your body is listening. So I just want to encourage you, speak well, speak love. And before I close out this video, I would like to say I really like to celebrate other people's birthdays. So to anyone that is having a birthday today, I would like to wish you a very special happy birthday. Your birthday is a start of your personal new year, not the calendar new year necessarily, but it is the start of your personal new year. So I wish for you a happy, happy birthday. And I wish that your birthday is filled with peace, love, and joy. And all of your wonderful birthday wishes, may they come true for you. So happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Okay, so hopefully what I have shared is something that other people can resonate with and something that people can understand. I would like to hear from you in the comments. What is your experience with self-love? What is your experience with caring for yourself? where are you coming from in your life in regards to understanding about self-love? I would love to hear it. So take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.